Hi friends, I'm Smita and welcome to my channel Divine Vibrations. How are you all doing today? We have all gone through a very intense month of May with so many retrogrades happening and then the full moon eclipse in Scorpio that happened. This lunar eclipse must have brought up a lot of shadows for everyone. I know it has been very difficult for myself also and for many people around me who have spoken to. It has been a very difficult week. So I hope you all have recovered. You are all feeling fine and much better as the energies have become lighter now since yesterday. You may still not be 100% okay, but there are many lessons that you have learned and we are all recovering and recuperating as Mercury is going retrograde while I speak today. So let us see what June is bringing for us. Trust me, there is not going to be any respite in this energy in the month of June because from 1st June, Mars will be transiting into the sign of Cancer, which is directly opposite to Capricorn. And remember, Saturn went retrograde on 23rd May, so it is bang opposite the retrograde Saturn. Cancer is a very watery and emotional sign, we all know that. It is also the sign of the home environment. And the fiery Mars, which is the divine masculine embodiment or the warrior embodiment, feels very debilitated or weak in the sign of Cancer. And opposite it, aspecting the retrograde Saturn, is also weakened because of its retrograde motion. So this month may feel like driving a car with the handbrakes on, not moving forward, dragging forward, pushing forward. Mars, the planet of passion and energy, is feeling very weak. Saturn, who's the disciplinarian, the karma planet, the strict teacher who pushes us to move forward, is also retrograde and weak. It will take a lot of motivation and a lot of strength to move forward at this time. Then we will have on June 10th the new moon, which will happen in Taurus in the Mrigashira Nakshatra. This will be a major solar eclipse when the Sun, Moon, and the Rahu are joined in the sign of Taurus. This will again create an environment of obstruction and obscurement and possible confusions. Mercury will be in its retrograde motion and it will be in the mix. It is going back into Taurus on 4th of June to enter this mix that is happening there. So we could all be experiencing a big feeling of instability, unexpected changes or events that may cause significant delays in our life or temporary stallings, or just our projects suddenly come to a stop, our relationships may come to a breakup or stop, no, our job may be in a limbo, our projects may be in a limbo if you were expecting a contract or order or a project, expect to face some delays in that. This is also not a good time to, during Mercury retrograde, to invest your money here and there. Be careful, be conservative about spending your money. The Sun will transit into the sign of Gemini on June 14th and it will remain there till July 16th. Gemini is the mental sign, the sign of thinking. So we may be thinking about the storms that have recently passed us or that have happened in our lives, the storms that are still brewing in our lives, in our job situations, in our projects, in our contracts, in our homes, in our relationships. Everything has been very stormy during the eclipse times. So when Sun moves into Gemini, it will be help in reorganizing, reconnecting and editing our forward motion, our plans that we had for our life. We will relook at them. We will relook at our projects, our jobs, our relationships and the plans we had for them for a future, we will relook and try to re-evaluate, do they really mean that much? Do the path we had chosen, does it really matter anymore? The relationships we had, do they really matter anymore? Are they that important in our life? And we might decide to refocus our attention, refocus our energy in a new direction and reorganize everything. The confusion, the destruction that the storms have left behind within ourselves and around us. This will be a good time to clear that debris, clean that path, clean that situation, clean your heart, and start new. Start building anew. I always say it is good. Destruction is a very good thing. When everything gets destroyed, then we have space to create something new, right? Time to reorganize your mind, your heart, and reevaluate where you can start rebuilding anew. This will be a good time to revive our old projects that we have shared. It will be a good time to reorganize our workspaces, to edit what we have written or done in our past, and to reboot our life once again, to start building anew. On June 20th, Jupiter is also going retrograde and it will remain retrograde till October 17th. It is in Aquarius, it will retrograde in Aquarius, then in the month of September it will enter Capricorn and interact with Saturn and then come back on October 17th. It will move forward and again in November it will enter the sign of Aquarius. So Jupiter and Saturn in retrograde motion during all the summer months may surprise us at how things are progressing. Some issues that we may have had anxiety about and thought it would never move forward will move forward very easily and quickly. And what we thought would grow quickly and easily, we could find obstruction and become stunted. Because when the major planets Jupiter and Saturn are in retrograde motion, we can never predict how they will react or what effect they are going to give us. Remember, all the effects will be majorly shown in the house where these planets are placed in your horoscope. Then Venus transits into Cancer on June 22nd and it will remain in Cancer till July 16th. When Venus will move out of Gemini and into Cancer, it will be a quick transit, not too long, and she moves in conjunction with the fiery Mars, who is also occupying Cancer at this time. Venus will catch up with Mars at 26 degrees of Cancer on July 12th, after which the two will travel together into Leo. So between June 22nd and August 11th, we will see this conjunction of Venus and Mars, the divine masculine and divine feminine, moving together through the signs of Cancer and Leo. They will be together, so we may expect some dance there of our masculine and feminine energies within us. Some balance or some interaction that will come within us of our masculine and feminine energies. If we have been too emotional and too triggered and too cranky and too sensitive in the last few days, or we have been too aggressive and too logical and too egoistic, we will find a balance between the two because our masculine and feminine energies will be coming together. So we should meditate a lot at this time to attain that balance and get the answers within us. Then Mercury will go direct in Taurus on June 22nd. All these retrogrades and the eclipses together with strong Rahu have surely brought up within all of us those flaws and weaknesses. All of them have been revealed within ourselves, within others, within our projects, our jobs, our relationships, what was not working for us, what was wrong there, how we were behaving in a bad way, how the other person has not been behaving fairly with us, where we have been compromising, where someone else has been compromising, and where we have been unfair, where someone else has been unfair, where we have been wrong, where our inner child is getting triggered, where our issues of abandonment, our issues of rejection have been activated, and where we are behaving out of our old childhood wounding and pains and traumas, that all may have been brought up because of the eclipse. So when Mercury move directing Taurus, it will help us get a pause there from that upheaval. This Mercury direct will help us get more peace and help us get more grounded in this very unstable and confusing environment. So it may be a very good time to assess and analyze yourself, your resources, your projects, your plans, and think about what you want in the short term and in the long term. Your goals, your dreams, reassess, reevaluate. Do they really mean something? Do they don't mean anything? What you wanted, that may have changed. What you were valued may have changed. What you didn't value may have changed. So you have been changed somewhere in this eclipse season. And now you have to reassess and reevaluate everything within your life. What you want and which direction do you want to take your life. So this will be a good time to do that. Then finally we have a full moon happening in the sign of Sagittarius on June 24 in the nakshatra Moola. This full moon is fostering an environment where our high hopes may actually play out in positive direction. Sagittarius is a sign of freedom, traveling and dharma. Currently Sagittarius is receiving a lot of positive energy and support from Jupiter and Ketu. As ruler of Sagittarius is Jupiter and ruler of Moola Nakshatra is Ketu. In this full moon we will get the benefit of Jupiter and Ketu, which will help us to detach, to be free and to move forward and expand. So let us see now what the cards have to say for us for the month of June. Hello my dear Taurians, welcome to your tarot card reading. I hope you are all doing well. I would advise you to check out your sun, moon and rising, because sometimes some reading will resonate with you, sometimes other, or you may get a better picture about yourself if you check out, because your sun sign is your personality, your moon sign is your emotions, and your rising sign is your own self, how you are. So let us see what energy we are getting for the month of June. What energy will the month of June bring for in our lives? For Taurians, we have fellow travelers. Support is all around you. So Taurus, if you are feeling unsupported and isolated, you're feeling that you are all alone on this journey, the universe is telling you that you have fellow travelers and there are supporters around you. You just need to look around and find the right people, find your soul tribe. Connect with the right type of people who will support you on your journey. And not only the people, there are also the universe is supporting you. And these are the indications, the bird, the fruit, the rainbow, the rivers, the entire universe is supporting you. Your angels, your guides, your gurus, your masters, your power animals, everyone is supporting you. So never feel you are alone on this journey. Let us see what energy will the month of June bring in our money and career for Taurians. Money and career. You have the King of Rods. And you have the Fool. Wow! Fantastic cards to get, Taurus, because it could be that a person who is a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, could help you in your career or could bring a new beginning in your career. They could be your boss or they could be your friend that will help you, a colleague that could help you. Or it could also be that you are in this King of Rods energy, full of passion and full of confidence, full of strength to move forward in your life, to make that new beginning that you have been seeking to make, to take that leap of faith that you have been wanting to take. Maybe earlier you were scared, you were feeling insecure, you were feeling alone and unsupported, but now once you find that tribe, you may find that, or you may find the confidence that the universe will support you and you will be ready to take that leap of faith and move forward with a new beginning in your life. This will be a good month for you to start that project that you have been thinking about and stalling, or you have been wanting to make that change in your life, or wanting to make that new proposal or project or job. Take the initiative. It is a good month for you to do that. Let us see how will this month affect our family and our home life. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. So there is definitely a new beginning coming into your life, Taurians. It could be for some of you, you could receive a new proposal, you could move into a new place, you could move into a new city, maybe you will get this new job, you will have the faith to move forward and plant this new seed in your home and family, or it could also be some of you may get pregnant, and there would be an arrival of a new child, or there would be an arrival of something new in your life, in your home, maybe a new car or a new home itself. Something you will have come into your life in the month of June. How beautiful is that? So let us see what new doors will open in your life at this time. And you have the Ten of Pentacles. Wow, Taurus. So you are opening the doors to new beginnings, a new money coming into your life, lot of stability, security, legacy, inheritance. So maybe some things that you wanted but you were not getting it. You are moving so quickly from the one pentacle to the 10 pentacles. The journey from the first to the 10 is so quick for you, immediate. So the moment you make a new offer, or you make that new beginning in your house, immediately all your dreams will be fulfilled and you will receive the bounty, the abundance and the benefit that you had. You'll open the door to abundance in your life. So make that new beginning. Take that leap of faith, because abundance is awaiting you, Taurus. How beautiful. So let us see what cycle will end in your life. And you have the Knight of Rods. So if you have been very unthoughtful, very wishy-washy, yes, no, confused, very playboyish, very player energy. For me, Knight of Rods is a player energy, not serious about anything, just having fun, just going from here to there, not doing anything serious in their life, just moving from one thing to another without grounding it properly. So you will get rid of this energy, you will come into this King of Wands energy. You're moving from this to this. You will end this wishy-washiness, this confusion, and you will move into that King of Wands energy. And when you plant that seed, become the King of Wands, plant that seed, take the leap of faith, abundance will come into your life. How beautiful is that? So let us see what good changes it will bring within you. What light attribute of yours will be enhanced at this time? What light attribute of yours will it bring in the month of June? And you have Hermit. Seek solitude to focus intently on inner life, serves personal creativity. So you will go within to get the wisdom, to gain the wisdom about your life. You will heal yourself. You will heal these Knight of Rods energies that you have, that instability you have within you, that wishy-washiness you have within you, that confusion, that player attitude that you have within you. You will heal it. You will realize why you are like this, and you will realize that you are not doing anything concrete. You are not starting anything important. You are not taking that leap of faith, and you will go within and you will heal all this, and you will seek the wisdom for your personal growth and creativity, which is good. That will bring the Ace of Pentacles into your life, right? So let us see what shadow you will need to be careful about in the month of June. And we have Mentor. Inability to allow the students to move out on to the role of master, imparting false instructions. So I have seen many people doing that. Most teachers, mentors, gurus, they like to have followers. They want everyone to be their follower. They don't encourage them to go deeper within and become their own guru. They don't allow them to take own decisions in their life. They don't allow them to learn their own lessons. They are constantly hand holding them on, spoon feeding them about everything. But they don't realize that that hand holding and spoon feeding, it may feel nice to that student and it may feel very valuable and very special to that child or that student, but end of the day you are making them a slave or you are making them a handicap because they become incapable of taking their own decisions. They are always constantly looking at you to make the decision for them. They are constantly looking at you to do the right thing for them. They are incapable of taking their own decisions or making the changes in their life on their own. They are incapable of bringing the change that is required in their life because they are constantly looking at you. So if you have been doing that, you need to stop doing it and allow your student to grow and become the man or the woman they are supposed to be. Make them self-sufficient, make them capable of taking their own decisions, taking risks, taking that strength to move forward. Don't keep them as your baby. Don't let them remain babies all their life. Let them grow up and become the adult they are ready to be or need to be. Let's see how will the month of June affect our love and romance for Taurus. And you have very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So Taurians, if there is something that you've been waiting for, a relationship or a love prospect that if you are in separation or some of you who are single, have patience. Love is coming very soon into your life. Just be clear what you want in your life, what type of person you want, what characteristics you want, whom you want and how you want. Be clear on that. The more clearer you are, the better your intentions are, the better the law of attraction will work for you. So let us get some advice from Spirit for Taurians for the month of June. We have expect powerful change, new moon eclipse, and we have the new moon eclipse in the month of June on 10th June. So somewhere I feel near this eclipse there will be a powerful change in your life. Something very powerful will change in your life. Maybe that new beginning that you wanted will come now. Let's see what blessings the angels want to give you, what messages the angels want to give you, what messages the angels want to give you. Forgiveness. So somewhere in your life I feel you are stuck because you're not forgiving yourself or you're not forgiving the people that you are involved with. You are still holding on to grudges, anger, old hurts, pains, old ego, insults or traumas or whatever it is that you had in your life. Maybe someone was unfair to you, someone hurt you, someone took you for a ride, someone used you or whatever they did. Forgive them. Forgiveness will release you from that strings that are tying you down to your past. Once we cut those cords, then only we can fly. So forgiveness is one of the biggest tools that helps us cut the cords towards our past. Once we forgive, we move forward. So forgive yourself for making the mistakes. If you have made the mistake, you have been unfair, you have cheated someone, you have done something wrong, it's okay. We are all human. We learn through our mistakes, right? So you need to forgive yourself. Once you forgive yourself, you will also be able to forgive others who make those mistakes, right? So forgive and move on in your life. Don't stay stuck to your past. And the blessing coming to you is a blessing to bring clarity. I guess that is the clarity that you need about your life. And the universe is blessing you with this clarity. It will show you where you have been wrong, where you have been unfair, where you are holding on to that shadow of keeping people slaves. And you will learn not to be the bad mentor, you will learn to be the good mentor. You will learn the wisdom, how to move forward, be more creative in your life. And this powerful change will bring this clarity in your life and you will be able to forgive yourself and move forward. That's a wonderful reading for the month of June for Taurians. I hope you liked it. If you did, do like, share, subscribe and comment. Thank you so much for taking your time to be here. Take care. Bye bye.